Okay. Oh, it's still stuck? What the f— Oh man, I thought that would have fixed it for sure. But it's just like locked in its own plane of existence. Oh! Hello, it's Average Row, and welcome back to Mass Effect 1 Legendary Edition. As you guys should know if you've been keeping up with this series, we are Jane Shepard, Paragon, Vanguard, and we are doing work, let me tell ya. We did 2 full episodes of side missions and are super juiced up now and are ready to take on our 3rd main story mission, the 3 of 3 of the ones initially given to us after we became the first human Spectre, and that is Noveria, a very different planet from Therum and Pharos, of course. So let's go ahead and just jump into it. I'm ready to get this started. So we've heard little tidbits here and there about Noveria, and it's a very tricky planet to get the maximum amount of Paragon or Renegade points from. So let's go ahead and head over to the Horsehead Nebula. So Noveria is kind of supposed to be, in my opinion, like a foil, I guess you could say, to Pharos, where Pharos is very much just go in, shoot a bunch of crap, and leave, right? Don't get me wrong, Noveria has a bunch of that too, but the first part of Noveria, kind of like how the first part of Pharos was centered around Zoo's Hope, the first part of Noveria is centered around Port Hanshan, which is the spaceport that we first arrive at, and a lot of it is very bureaucratic, I guess. I'm not sure if that's the best word, but let's just read this and you'll get an idea. Noveria is a small frozen terrestrial world, barely habitable by conventional definitions. It is privately chartered by the Noveria Development Corporation, who lease out labs to perform research too dangerous or controversial to be performed elsewhere. Given Noveria's unique situation, it is the source of many wild conspiracy theories. So it's a pretty sketchy place, you know, kind of in the same vein of Ilium in Mass Effect 2, where there's like a lot of businesses and corporations there. So this planet gives you, as Shepard, the opportunity to kind of be kind of skeevy or sketchy or kind of work like a businesswoman or a businessman would, in the sense where you negotiate things and things like that. So there's a lot of different routes like that. That's how it manifests in the gameplay. It manifests itself in the way that you're presented with a lot of different options and a lot of different routes that you can take to progress the Noveria story. But I do have a set path I want to take to kind of maximize the amount of XP and Paragon points we get, of course. I may mess it up, but it's very tricky, but I like it. I really do like Noveria, and I like kind of saving it for the latter half of the game, like we are now. So let's go ahead and land and get this party started.
Approach control, this is the SSV.
Get a cool little
requesting a vector and a berth.
entry animation, just like with Pharos.
Our defense grid is armed and tracking you. State your business.
Citadel business. We got a Council Spectre aboard.
Landing access granted.
I like that. I always like that. Just like name drop a Spectre and you get to go wherever the hell you want.
Identification on arrival. If confirmation cannot be established, your vessel will be impounded.
What a fun bunch. I think I'll take my next leave here.
Oh, Joker. Never change. So just like with Pharos, I do have a set squad mate setup that I do like. You know, we took Kaidan and Rex on the previous mission, but for Noveria, I like taking Liara and Rex. And I like taking Rex just because we only get him as a squad mate in Mass Effect 1, so I like to take him on those important main story missions if I can at some point. You know what I'm saying? Also, even more so than Pharos, we have more reason to take Rex on Noveria, because we'll be facing off for the first time against the Rachni. And we've actually killed a Rachni in this playthrough before, and it was during the Admiral Kahoku mission. It was one of those creatures they had locked up in one of those Cerberus bases. But I didn't say anything then. But we will be technically facing off against hordes of Rachni for the first time on Noveria. And Rachni, if you're aware, they are a historical enemy of the Krogan. You know, you hear about the Krogan rebellions, right? The Krogan rebellions happened because the Solarians uplifted the Krogan to help us fight against the Rachni in the Rachni Wars. The Rachni were like, just imagine spacefaring insects that were taking over planets and stuff, right? The Krogan were the ones who destroyed them and just ended that war and saved the galaxy, essentially. And they were uplifted by the Solarians. Like, the Solarians were the ones who gave them technology and helped them, you know, learn how to travel through space and stuff and everything like that. So then the Krogan rebellions happened because once the Rachni were eliminated by the Krogan, people didn't realize the Krogan were gonna, like, you know, start rebelling and wanting to take more than they were allowed to, you know. So that's when the Genophage happened. The Solarians developed the Genophage, and the Turians helped, you know, employ or activate the Genophage, you know. So yeah, it's this whole messy history with the Krogan. And it all started because of the Rachni. So that's another reason why I do like taking our Krogan squad mate Rex to face off against the Rachni. And I do think we get some unique dialogue options as well. So we'll take Rex, and then Liara is a gimme. You know, honestly, if this was Mass Effect 2 or 3, it would have been one of those missions where Liara's automatically locked in. In Mass Effect 2 and 3, there are missions where certain squad mates are just a gimme, and they have to go because the story centers around them. They just didn't have that mechanic yet in Mass Effect 1, I guess. But it's just, you have to take Liara to Noveria because Matriarch Benezia is her mom, and she plays a big part in this Noveria story. So it would just be dumb not to take Liara. So this team is very much a biotic powerhouse, you know, because we're also a Vanguard, right? So we have a lot of biotic prowess. So I'm ready to get this started.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
So this is our armor setup. I personally like in Mass Effect 2 and 3, you can customize how your armor looks. You know what I mean? In Mass Effect 1, you can't. Like, however you look is just based off of what armors you have. And same with your squad mates, too. In Mass Effect 2 and 3, your squad mates have, you know, different outfits you can cycle through, but all of them look pretty good. You know what I mean? But in Mass Effect 1, you know, sometimes you get armor that doesn't look cool. But you get Rex here, he's ready for Noveria. He's got this, I think this is heavy Krogan armor, but it's white, you know, just like the snowiness of Noveria. It's really fitting. But then you have, you know, us on the other hand, Jane and Liara. They're looking ready for Pharos or something with the green going on. But either way, they're really good armors, and our weapons are also really good. So we can pretty much smoke through this, I feel. Like, we have a 300 plus shotgun. We have a, you know, 240 with our pistol. That's really good. Liara, we have our assault rifle. She's got a 300 assault rifle, the Kovalyov. You know what I mean? And Rex, his shotgun is pretty much 300 as well. And, you know, we have all these upgrades and really good armor. You know what I mean? So, looking really powerful here. Let's go ahead and upgrade Liara. Her master overload is really low. I wonder why that is. You'd think that some of the biotic ones would be earlier. But we're just going to get her master throw. And we'll do lift as well. Get her to lift, closer to lift. Then Rex, get his advanced immunity. So he has all of his necessary advanced skills now. And we are going to, yeah, let's do combat armor. Just make him super tanky. And we upgraded us off screen, but we're looking really good. We'll almost have that advanced carnage as well, just like Rex does. Okay, here we go. This is Noveria. The beginning looks a bit similar to Pharos, just different shade of color. But kind of like things popped off right away at Pharos, where David got smoked and we had to kill a bunch of Geth. Things are kind of gonna get a little bit tricky, but this Port Hanshan area, we don't fight any Geth at all, you know. So let's go ahead and talk to these clowns.
We're not here to cause problems.
This is an unscheduled arrival. I need your credential.
I'm a Spectre. My name is Shepard.
Load of horse crap, ma'am.
We will need to confirm that. Also, I must advise you that firearms are not permitted on Noveria. Sergeant Sterling, secure their weapons.
Don't try it.
So I always thought it was funny. If you do will cooperate, Shepard just lowers her gun right away, even though she literally just drawed it. You know what I mean? So I don't think like a trained, hardened soldier would just draw their gun and then put it away. So I always kind of like,
Let's not
oh no, we did it. We did it. I should have done the renegade option.
Stand down.
Gosh darn it. Now I'm not going to get any Paragon points.
Spectres are authorized to carry weapons here, Captain.
You may proceed, Spectre. I hope the rest of your visit will be less confrontational. Parasini-san will meet you upstairs.
Behave yourself.
That's embarrassing. Oh, we got Paragon anyway. Dope. I guess you only get Renegade if you do the bottom option. But the bottom option is you refuse to lower your weapon, and they end up like counting down, and then you hear Gianna, I think her name's Gianna. She interrupts and she interrupts the countdown. You know what I mean? And it's a bit more intense, but I don't know. I just always kind of thought it was odd that she would draw her weapon, and then you would say something, and she's just like, just kidding. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and talk to... Oh, we can't talk to her yet. Kyra, we actually kill later on, I believe. She's kind of like Mako here is a bit more by the books, follows the rules more, and Kyra's kind of like under the table, not following the rules, so...
Welcome, detectors. Don't mind the phones. I am Gianna Parasini, assistant to Administrator Aleutsk. We apologize for the incident in the docking bay.
I appreciate your help.
You're welcome. You understand our security chief was only doing her job. One of my duties is orientation of new arrivals. Do you have any questions?
Pretty heavy security for such a small port.
This kind of gives extra context to the
does
place.
Everything in its power to protect the privacy of our client corporations.
I can't have my investigation hampered.
Tread lightly. The board can bury you in litigation. You'd need an Asari lawyer to see the case through.
Has anyone unusual passed through here recently?
Unusual? An Asari matriarch passed through a few days ago. Lady Benezia.
Benezia. She is here?
Can I speak with her?
Benezia left for the Peak 15 research complex days ago. To the best of my knowledge, she's still there.
Could you tell me how to get there?
You'll need to ask Administrator Aleutsk for clearance to leave this port.
So leaving Port Hanshan is the overarching goal, and we can't do that without a garage pass. So the goal is to get our hands on a garage pass, and there's multiple ways you can go about that, but I'll get into that a little bit more, but that's kind of what we'll be focusing on for the first part of this Noveria mission.
Where can I find the administrator?
His office is on the main level, left at the top of the elevator.
Understood. Can we go in now?
Of course. If you need any help, you can ask me at the administrator's office.
She is here. I can't believe it. I imagine you want to talk to me, Shepard.
See, like, if you don't bring Liara, you don't get any of this. You know what I mean?
No, we don't. I trust you, Liara. You may not be military, but you're a part of my crew.
Thank you, Shepard. That means a great deal to me.
Okay, so here we go. Into Noveria. Gotta go up this elevator. Wonder if they changed these elevators. There's one thing on the Citadel, but the last thing I want to do on the main story mission is travel through a bunch of elevators.
And to protect the privacy of others, you are required to obey any directions given by our security personnel. If you have questions or concerns, our friendly administrative staff is always available. Thank you, and enjoy your stay.
Okay, take it in. Port Hanshan. I've always liked the atmosphere here. We'll go ahead and just start things off by going straight to the administrator. A very rude Solarian, I might add. Looks pretty good though. Same exact layout, which is unsurprising. Gianna is going to be our ally in this Port Hanshan area.
How can I help you?
How large are the facilities here?
Just to get more
We
context.
have 17 research complexes built into the mountains. Each is a self-sufficient facility housing a staff of hundreds.
Tell me about the companies that work on Noveria.
Over 250 high-tech firms rent our labs. Major shareholders include Elanus Risk Control Services, Binary Helix, and Synthetic Insights Limited.
Okay. These aren't super important, but
guards-
I will
The
go
executive
talk.
board gets a
I will go
discount on
talk through
facility
them.
Security. BH is much of their research is in biotic modification.
Haven't I seen
They're
some...
They attract many protests. No agitators have ever breached our security. That's why they invest heavily here.
I'd like to speak to Analeas.
One moment, please. Mr. Analeas?
Yes, what?
Commander Shepard is asking to see you, sir.
Right, fine, come in.
So the way Gianna sounds now is not actually how she sounds. She's actually like an undercover agent or whatever. She sounds a little bit... She's like putting on an accent, essentially.
You will excuse me if I don't stand up. I have no time to entertain refugees from that urban blight called Earth.
I see you looked up my service record.
Only a fool
Urban
enters negotiation
blight.
without knowledge of the
Come
other party's
on.
tendencies. This greeting
Just
is a
outwardly
courtesy, and
racist,
only cooperate as required by the
xenophobic.
executive board. Businesses come here to avoid the second guessing of galactic law.
I'm conducting an investigation. It's a matter of galactic security.
Yes, isn't
That's
everything?
an understatement.
I will not allow you to
See,
pry
he's
on
like,
my
oh,
plans.
I'm not buying
This
it.
world is private property.
I've heard an Asari matriarch is here. Benezia?
She arrived a few days ago, accompanied by a personal escort and some cargo. She's up at peak 15.
What do you mean, personal escort?
The phrase is self-explanatory. Bodyguards attending to the safety of her person, mainly Asari commandos.
You let Asari who can kill you with their brains run around, but give us flack about guns?
They followed all our regulations. I had no reason to forbid Lady Benezia from taking them.
What can you tell me about her cargo?
Large, heavy, and sealed. It passed weapon screening.
I think it's the
That is not our
Rachni
concern.
Queen. Could be wrong, but I can't think of anything else that they would have been, you know, having heavily guarded in a container, large container, you know what I mean?
What brought her out here?
If I knew, I wouldn't be at liberty to say. She came here as Agent Saren's executor.
Excuse me, his what?
Executor. Saren is a major shareholder in Binary
So
Helix.
condescending.
Lady Benezia is authorized to act in his name. She is here on business for Binary Helix. There were issues at Peak 15 that required Saren's attention.
I'd like to see her, immediately.
I'm afraid that you cannot. Peak 15 is a private facility in the Skadi Mountains. Regardless, there is a blizzard in the area. Shuttles are grounded and surface access has been cut off.
Surface access, you say?
Cut off, I said. The roads are not suitable for travel. Don't make an issue of this, Shepard.
Shepard, I am sure that
So we've exhausted all the dialogue options, so now we just
I have no
leave.
more questions at this time.
He was not very helpful, not very willing to give us that coveted garage pass. And again, we're taking the Paragon route. There are different... I'll explain the different options.
With a pass to leave Hanshan.
See, she's all like, oh, you know, kind of like sketchy a little bit. Dealing under the
Never
table.
worked in the corporate world, have you, Commander? You can't bludgeon through bureaucracy.
So it would seem. I need an alternative.
Talk to Lorik Keen. You should be able to find him at the hotel bar. Can't say more. Not within earshot of Mr. Analeas.
Talk to you later.
Very well.
Okay. So now you're kind of released to go about Noveria, Port Hanshan, the way you want. You know what I mean? And the absolute quickest way to get out of Port Hanshan, it's honestly super easy, but you don't get any morality points, Renegade or Paragon. So we are not going to be doing that, but it has to do with this Hanar here. He's basically the shopkeeper, but he does give you a mission. A little side mission you could do.
This one offers greetings. You are the Spectre that visits Port Hanshan.
News travels fast here.
Indeed, esteemed Spectre. Your arrival was not greeted with any joy by the companies here. This
Looks
one
like
has
we
a
are
burden
not
that
wanted
you could
around
ease.
here.
If an arrangement could be made, it would compensate you. This one has procured a special item for a customer. The item is not permitted within the station, but you could bring it through customs.
You want me to use my status to smuggle for you?
That is not inaccurate.
Okay.
I won't carry anything if I don't know what it is.
This one must be discreet. Rest assured, the contents pose no threat to anyone within this port.
I want to know where this package is going.
This one's customer prefers to remain anonymous.
I'd be stupid to do this without knowing that I'm not equipping my own enemies.
Your words are not unreasonable. The customer is the Krogan called Inamorda. That one is a bounty hunter of some repute, and quick to anger. You understand this one's urgency. That other grows restless from the delay.
I have no problem with that.
This one humbly thanks the Spectre. Please do not mention this to Administrator Analaeus. Is there anything else this one might help?
Could I buy something now?
Is there anything in particular the Spectre is looking for?
Okay, I'm actually gonna not buy anything yet. So he says don't mention it to Administrator Analaeus, right? You can literally just go over to him and tattletale on Opold here, and in thanks, he gives you a garage pass, but you don't get any Renegade or Paragon for doing that. Funnily enough, if you just go grab the package and give it to Opold, it ends the mission and you don't get any Renegade, and you're legit smuggling technically. So a lot of true Paragon runners don't prefer to do this mission, they just outright deny it. And I don't believe you get any Paragon for just refusing the quest, And funnily enough, if you smuggle for Opold, you don't get any Renegade. You know what I mean? You get some credits. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and do.
I apologize for my rudeness when you arrived. I meant no disrespect. I have a responsibility to protect the safety and privacy of corporations here. The arrival of an Alliance warship was unexpected.
No harm was done.
That is a generous attitude. My thanks. Is there anything I can do for you today, Commander?
I'll be moving on.
Very good, Commander. Please stay out of trouble.
Got some extra Paragon for being nice to her about it. See, she's very polite. She's a good soldier. Kyra, on the other hand, is a not nice word. Here is Opold's package. We'll just go ahead and grab it. Alright. You could do this whole thing where you go to Inamorda, the person who is receiving this, and you can sell it directly to him instead of Opold, bypassing Opold, and you get Renegade points for doing that, I believe. Or you could just refuse to give it to anybody, and you could just keep the mod for yourself. Opold gets pissed off at you, and the next time you go back to the Normandy, Inamorda's there and ambushes you, and you have to kill him there. But you don't get any Paragon from that, so...
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Good day, Commander. I trust you are behaving yourself? Not mixing yourself up in any questionable activities?
I don't generally get involved in that sort of thing.
She knows we're smuggling.
No, of course. I thought you'd be too intelligent for such a thing. If you were, I would have to recite some tedious speech, then ask you to leave. Just so we understand each other.
Why are you still here?
Having a Spectre here makes them nervous.
Then you're actually...
I am protecting them from themselves. You first. I'm
just gonna go
I
through
served
this.
in the Marines for a decade, mustered out and went private. Everyone wants to be protected from everyone. Most of my... If there is anything this job has taught me, it's... Very good, Commander. Please stay out of trouble.
I always like that little conversation about her, just because it shows that she's not an idiot, you know what I mean? But she's smart enough to realize it's not worth, trying to get in the way of a Council Spectre, you know what I mean? So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be giving it to Opold, and we'll get some decent credits out of it. But I don't think there's a single Paragon outcome through this mission. But I wanted to do it anyway, just because you do at least get some XP and credits, And I just wanted to make sure I avoid the Renegade outcomes, so I don't get any Renegade. But again, if we went and just told Analaeus about Opold, we would have been able to leave. But you miss out on a lot of juicy Paragon points by exploring certain routes. Like I said, there's so many different ways you can go about Port Hanshan.
Greetings, Spectre. Have you brought the package? This one promised compensation for services rendered.
So we can charm him
it
into giving us more.
That a sum of 250 credits would be most appropriate.
Would you have had any chance?
This one could raise
He
the
doubles
sum
his
to
offer.
500 credits.
That's thoughtful of you.
This one is
Show me what you're selling.
Of course.
Let's just go through these. Ooh. Wow, Colossus for Rex. It sucks it's not heavy armor, but all this stuff is pretty much better than what we have. Well, not all this stuff. Colossus again is the highest level of armor in the game, and it's a Colossus 9. I don't think I've ever gotten that high of a armor for Rex. Maybe I should buy it. I really like his snowy outfit though. It's really chump change. 414k is not that much because we have what, 4 million? You know what? I'm gonna buy it. I can't pass that up. I usually don't buy stuff, but I don't know. We just have to. Let's go ahead and put it on him. Really excited for him here. Look at that. Really strong. Like, it's medium armor, but let's face it, every armor on Rex looks like heavy armor. So, he's looking amazing, dude. I don't think I've ever gotten, honestly, I don't think I've ever gotten Colossus armor for Rex. Like, it's really awesome. Let's see if he has any other good stuff.
Show me what you're selling.
Opold of returning the favor in full. Okay, another, like a Sokolov 9. That's better than what we have. Like, I might buy that, honestly. We might be getting good stuff anyway, but I think if we go in to Noveria with a bunch of level 9s, like maybe the loot we'll get throughout the level, it's gonna scale, you know, and we'll get a bunch of higher level stuff than we would have gotten otherwise, right? I'm gonna go ahead and buy this. And another scimitar. That I'm gonna hold off on all that other stuff though. Yeah, all the other stuff's kind of like eh. But we'll get the license and our metagel upgrade. I think we're up to 8 or 9 metagel now. Really cool. I would have liked some armor maybe for Liara. Oh wait, hold on, this is better. No, it's not. Yeah, no, it's not. I would have liked maybe some better armor for Liara, but oh well. Let's just go ahead and check out the upgrades one last time.
Of course.
Yeah, none of this is super. Kinetic coil 10 though. I usually keep those for assault rifles, so why don't we go ahead and buy it? We'll just buy it. And I actually do want to check out this
Show me what you're selling.
non-human armor section one more time. This stuff's probably better than what we have for Garrus, but I'm not going to bother with it as of yet. I will sell the Krogan armor we just replaced to get some money back. Okay, cool. I usually don't do this, but since we have it, let's just throw this on. Boom. And I think we can give Rex our hand-me-down. Yep. Nice. And we bought another thing. I think it was a ammo mod? No. What did we buy? Yeah, we bought that kinetic coil 10, and I'm not going to put that on anybody, because I think I want to give that to Ashley next time we get a chance. But let's just go ahead and continue exploring here after that brief little side stint. Like, man, dude, look at him. He's looking so cool. So Gianna told us to go to Lorik Keen, who's in the hotel bar. That's where we need to go. And this is where we'll go, like, once we have the, well, this area is where we'll go once we have the garage, but we're going to be going to Synthetic Insights as well. I think that's where we kill Kyra. But I think Lorik Keen's going to send us there. It's a lot of favors we need to do, but again, it's we're maximizing our Paragon here. So let's go ahead and head up this elevator. Man, I can't get over how cool he looks. It's so awesome. Colossus armor, man. We will be getting our own set of Colossus armor, and hopefully we'll be able to get the Colossus 10, which is the best armor in the game. And we're going to be doing that by doing the only DLC mission in this game, but that's going to come much later.
I need a moment of your time. The male human at the hotel bar?
So this girl, I am definitely skipping through. She asks us to do something just like Opold, but refusing to do this gets us Paragon. And doing the mission, like fulfilling it, gives us Renegade. So we're just gonna outright refuse it.
Whatever you need done.
Oh shoot, hold on.
Have you changed your mind?
We have to like talk through this.
Do you know who I am?
He will assume you are here to investigate.
He's right there.
I wish I could.
I don't know anything.
I represent the
What is your city's interest?
We have to explore the options first so we can give her a hard no. If we just say goodbye, that's just kind of like a, I'll do it later, maybe. You know what I mean?
It will upload a variety of monitoring viruses. They will infiltrate.
You think this uniform's just...
You think that binary Helix obeys all the laws?
What they might be doing somewhere else.
Very well spent.
There we go.
I'll be on my way.
Okay. Now we get the Paragon. Alright. So Lord Keen is right here. Go ahead and talk to him.
Afternoon. Sit down, have a drink. What can I do for you?
Are you Lord Keen? I heard you might be able to help me.
You are the Spectre that just arrived, are you not? What can an old Turian like me possibly help you with?
I'm trying to find a way into the garage. I have places to go.
Yes, we do.
You need a pass. How fortuitous. I'm the manager of the local Synthetic Insights office. For the moment, at least. Mr. Analeus closed my office. He claims to be investigating reports of my corruption. The administrator is an interesting man. He's become quite wealthy since he took direct control of rents.
I sense a connection there.
Indeed. I acquired evidence of Analeus' actions. His hired goons are ransacking my office to find it.
So Analeus is sketchy, and Laura Keen has evidence against him.
Mr. Analeus would be disinclined to let you wander. If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
Why didn't Analeus cancel your pass clearance?
Why should he? There's nothing outside but snow and hungry Nathak.
How did you get a pass?
I'm a manager. Most executives on Noveria are free to come and go as they will.
Okay, Laura Keen, we will take you up on your offer.
However, there is one other... What is that charming human expression? Fly in the lotion?
Nope, not quite.
Violence against Mr. Analeus' thugs may be necessary. He has members of Hanshan's security team searching my offices.
Just like that Kyra, right, that I mentioned earlier. That's who he's referring to. So Analeus is ransacking somebody's office here for evidence against him, and the goons he's hired, he went under the table too. So Analeus is very corrupt, if that wasn't obvious by our charming conversation we had with him earlier.
I'll focus on trying to get your evidence. If I'm lucky, I won't have to fight anyone.
Excellent. Here is my pass into our offices. It will activate the elevator. The evidence is on my office computer. This OSD contains an encryption key to access it. Slide it into the drive and it will auto-execute. Oh, and do try to keep bloodstains off the carpets, would you?
No promises. So we're gonna go ahead and walk around here just while we're up here. I think there's gonna be some stuff around here, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, we're pretty much just gonna be doing what Laura Keen says. And once we acquire the evidence, Gianna's gonna interrupt us and give us another alternative we can do now that we have the evidence and can get Laura Keen on our side. She wants to add a little caveat to our initial arrangement, but that caveat is where we get the maximum Paragon points. Here's Enamorta, that Krogan that we had to smuggle for Opal, you know what I mean?
Beat it.
But now we can't talk to him because we didn't explore that path. Oh, that's all too low. Okay. I think we could have gotten... We don't have any tech at all, so our decryption is really not looking good. So if that's something that bothers you when you're playing this on your own, like, definitely take at least Garrus or Caden with you, if not Tally, you know. But we're all just biotics here, so there's going to be a lot of lockers we can't get. I'm pretty sure up there, like, we get some side missions from unlocking those terminals. But it's not like we lost them. We can still just fly over to the appropriate planet like we've done before. So we're just going to continue this Laura Keen favor. Head over to Synthetic Insights. this is where we start raking in the really juicy Paragon at Port Hanshan. There's 3 huge Paragon dumps you can get if you play it right. And, you know, like I said, there's 3 of them, and there's 3 sections, or 3 big decisions. And one of them takes place here at Port Hanshan, right, which is what we're doing. It's to deal with Gianna and Lord Keen and all that. Another one happens in the p.1 facility, which we're going to be going to shortly. And then the last one has to do with Arachnite Queen. So you can get, it's like almost 75 Paragon. 75 Paragon plus, and that's just for those 3 decisions I'm talking about. You can pick up little Paragons here and there by being thorough as well. You know what I mean? We've already seen that. So Noveria is just super good for getting Paragon, and that's why if you really want to pass that, if you remember on Pharos, that Jong morality check, which is like 11 charm or intimidate, doing Noveria first is almost a requirement to pass that. But like I said, I like doing Pharos first. But
Freeze! Hanshan security. This office is sealed.
Lord Keen gave me a pass in.
Keen? Are you working for him? He's under investigation.
So here we get 8 Paragon just by saying this. We needed 6 charm to say that.
Hey, I'm not the one who wants Keen. Analeus has a Varen up his ass about this. How about this? You pretend you didn't see it.
So
we'll pretend we didn't see.
She says this, but then we get into a fight anyway. But I guess it's just for her. Let's make sure our weapons are on the right thing. I'm currently recording early in the morning, by the way, and like I'm talking early in the morning. So if you hear a hairdryer in the background, that is my wife currently getting ready for work. Oh wait, why am I'm not playing this right. Come on. Here we go. Whoa, just deleted that guy's health in one shot. That was awesome. My teammates have been getting all the kills, honestly. They're really juiced up. I think the guy's above. Yeah. Let's lift you up so we can hit you. Or we can miss and have to go up the hard way. Oh, I've been like really missing all my abilities. Like, come on now. Alright, last but not least, there's... Oh, wait, is there somebody down there? Oh, there you go. What the heck? What is this guy doing? Okay. Dealt with all of them. Can't get in there. I think there's nothing story important in those rooms. Just, extra little lockers and stuff. Yeah, see, we're missing all this stuff, but that's okay. We're already really juiced up, and it's not like we're gonna get 0 lockers. You know what I mean? Here's the evidence. Like, gameplay-wise, I would obviously take at least Tally or Garrus, you know, to maximize the loot I get, but I kind of, if it isn't obvious already, I like to, I prioritize story-based choices when it comes to my squad mates, so. And again, Liara and Rex, in that sense, are the clear favorites. We're gonna get interrupted here by Kyra, finally. Gonna smoke her. Like, who did she think she is? We're like, we got a giant-ass Krogan, we're a Council Spectre, and she's all like, talking mad smack, as if she can do anything.
You have me at a disadvantage, miss.
Oh, now you're gonna show some respect? I'm Sergeant Kyra Sterling, Ilanis Risk Control Services. Analeus would throw you off-world for what you did here. I won't. You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
You're breaking the law for bribe money. You know what we do to dirty cops on my world?
That's alright.
I didn't want to fight them. They fired first.
Come on, man. Let's just unleash all of our biotic fury. Lift. Throw. I'm gonna lift as well. Boom. Get out of here. Get out of here, you fools. Man, we're gonna be just steamrolling these guys. Oh, they're right below us. Lucky that person didn't hit me. One burst to the head and she's down. Ooh, an Armageddon 9. Nice. See, we're picking up 9s already, guys. This is awesome. Where are ya? Uh-oh. Lift. Gotta love it. Were we in here already? Yeah, like the lowest things we're getting are 8s. Like, that's really cool. So, yeah, we got the evidence, like I said. And as we head back to Laura Keene at the hotel bar, Gianna's gonna interrupt us and give us another angle we can play. Which, like I mentioned earlier, we are definitely gonna take. So let's go ahead and head back that way.
Commander, there have been reports of noise from the Synthetic Insights office. Would you know anything about it?
Nah,
It's probably
of course not.
Analaeus' thugs ripping the place apart.
Smartass, huh? That's fine. I can work with that. Meet me at the hotel for a drink before you talk to Keene. I'll be waiting.
Will do. So there's Laura Keene. We are going to be talking to Gianna, and she's going to reveal her real identity.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Parasini, Noveria Internal Affairs.
Why is an internal affairs agent here?
The executive board knows about Analaeus' corruption. I've been undercover for 6 months. I want you to convince Keene to testify before the board. With his evidence, this planet can run profitably again.
You work for Analaeus.
Keene's testimony and record.
Gonna skip through this, obviously.
The rule is, don't rock the boat.
I need Keene's garage pass to complete my mission.
You help my investigation, I'll provide whatever you need. Favor for a favor.
In the long run, it is better to remove the source of the problem.
Gianna
Look,
could have helped
Shepard,
us
I don't
outright.
like
She
this
has
either.
access to the
Inspectors
garage
play
pass.
fast and loose with the law. That's
But she made it seem initially that she didn't, but she knew someone who could, and that someone just so happened to be someone she's wanting to get cozy with, in the sense that she wants Laura Keene's help with her job. You know, so she's playing the Noveria game also.
What's happening up on...
Code Omega means it's...
That doesn't tell me.
That's all I've got.
So she doesn't know much, but Peak 15's kind of like in a not good situation, and it obviously has something to do with Matriarch Benezia being there.
How can I get to...
The shuttles are down, so...
I'll consider it and get back to you.
If you know where I work, come talk
I
to
just
me.
skipped
Change
that.
your mind.
Darn. Okay.
Spectre, have you given any more consideration to my offer?
I have.
Why the matriarch is here?
She came with an escort.
I skipped
Sorry,
the
Commander.
conversation
Took the last
accidentally,
shuttle up
so
to
I had to like
15
walk
with a lot
all
of
the way
crates.
back to her office here. Beware of the skip.
Do you know what she had in the crates?
No idea. The commander. Thank you. You know where I work.
Okay. So now we have that option available. Let's go ahead and go all the way back to Laura Keene.
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
And here we go. If we didn't talk to Gianna, this option right here would not be available. But since we've played it right, we can maximize our
Finished the
Paragon
job,
for
but
sure.
An internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to testify against Analaeus.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it. I have no interest in a public spectacle.
I mean, we do have that evidence that he was coveting, and we can keep it, you know, but we're gonna be like, look, you'd be a hero. To do this, you need 5 charm, I believe, so
Everyone on this
definitely
station is
past that.
trading under Analaeus' extortion. You might end up a hero.
My employers rely on the goodwill of the executive board to work here.
If these executives don't blame Analaeus for provoking this, they're fools. You should eat them.
All right. It is obvious that I
Rex,
cannot
let's
persuade
go.
you. Very well. I will testify.
Boom, 24
Make
Paragon.
whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
All right. Now, as we head back over, I do want to tell you guys about a true Renegon path. Honestly, The Renegade path is you pretty much do everything we've done up until now, but before convincing Laura Keene to testify, since Gianna revealed herself to you, that she's like an internal affairs agent investigating Analeus, you can actually tattle on Gianna to Analeus. You'll get 25 Renegade and a garage pass. You know what I mean? And I think you can get even more Renegade out of that path. But a lot of people don't know that. I'm pretty sure that results in Gianna dying, which would be unfortunate because she's a very cool person, and she actually shows up in Mass Effect 2 for a quick side mission as well. But we are not Renegades, so we won't be seeing Gianna on the floor. We'll be seeing her taking Analeus into custody.
Spectre, have you given any more?
Notice how many autosaves. I don't know if you've noticed this. They've added so many autosaves here and there. Just because if you mess up your path, you have to start all the way at the beginning. You know, so maybe they've added this stuff in so you can kind of like reload if you want to.
It took some persuasion, but Keene has agreed to testify.
Pretty much completed Port
That's a
Hanshan
world
at
of
this
stress
point.
off my back. I'll take the evidence for safe transport. I didn't think you'd help me, being a Spectre and all. I guess some of you can be all right.
So, how about getting me into
All we care about is that garage.
While
We don't
you
care
were
about
working on
their
Keene, I got you a
bureaucratics here.
Be careful up there. I have an arrest to make. Wish I had time to change into something easy to move in. I hate skirts.
This is an outrage.
Level up.
Never work in this sector again.
Yeah, get a move on.
You, Shepard! I demand you place this bitch under arrest.
You have the right to remain silent. I wish to God you'd exercise it. See you around the galaxy, Commander. I owe you a beer.
We'll be seeing her on Ilium in Mass Effect 2, where we help her once again for some juicy Paragon. But there we go. Port Hanshan is done. I actually, on that Renegade path where you kind of out Gianna to Analeus, I'm pretty sure they kill each other in the end. I could be wrong, though. But there's a lot of different outcomes. I'm not super... I can't remember all of them to a T, like right off the top of my head. But there's just so many different routes you can take. But the path we took is the one you want to take if you want to get the maximum amount of Paragon. So we got over 30 Paragon from our time in Port Hanshan here, and we got the garage pass, so we can continue our quest, I guess our hunt for Matriarch Benezia and some answers. So let's go ahead and head over this way, and we will be able to get in the Mako finally.
I heard the administrator's been arrested. Any chance you had something to do with that?
He was corrupt.
Most people here are. So what can I do for you today?
You seem like you have an ear to the ground. What's happening around here?
There's the problems up on Peak 15. Synthetics Insights was shut down by Analeus.
I love his accent. I've never heard a Turian talk like that before.
Do you know where that matriarch
You
is
looking
now?
for her? She took a shuttle to Peak 15 before.
It's all about
What
Peak
sort of
15.
problems are there?
Oh no.
Got that level up, so let's go ahead and upgrade. Finally got Advanced Carnage. What do I want to start working towards Master on? What do we use the most? You know what, let's focus on the biotics. Let's go ahead and just do... well, throws are already pretty strong. You know what I mean? This just pretty much increases the damage, and it says the radius, recharge time, and accuracy costs. I like Warp, honestly. I feel like Warp is our weakest ability. You know what I mean? Increases duration. Yeah, I want to up Warp just because I feel like it's our weakest one. I don't use it as much, but maybe I'll use it more if it's stronger, you know? But I want to direct your attention. Look at our Paragon, guys. Look at that. We pretty much, like, I think we're just below full on that. Just below full. And we haven't even gotten to Vermeer or the DLC. You know what I mean? So we'll definitely be finishing this game with a really high Paragon score. Really happy about that. And on second thought, we are... You know, that just made me realize, like, that Paragon bar, we are just really powerful right now. And the main appeal of warp is that it increases damage dealt to enemies, and it also damages them slightly over time. So it's like you want to use it on big enemies, but honestly our weapons are so dang good and we have such good training in our weapons that we pretty much smoke them anyway fast enough. You know what I mean? So maybe I should focus on like throw. Let's just do throw. And then Liara, she's got master throw. Get her towards master lift. And Rex, we'll get him master shield boost. He is super tanky. I'm really happy about that. But yeah, let's go ahead and keep this ball rolling.
Access to the garage is restricted.
I have authorization.
I always thought it was weird how timid she is. Like she's kind of intimidated by us.
Drive safely.
Access is restricted.
Aleutsk Valley.
So this Mako section is pretty easy. Wait, do we fight? I think we fight first. That's right. Do a quick fight and then we hop in the Mako. It's pretty easy compared to the one on Pharos, in my opinion. Freaking hate these guys. I'm gonna warp him. Wait, why'd it go that way? Man, I suck at using biotics, honestly. Our weapons are destroying these guys, though. Dude, Liara and Rex are so good. They put my biotic usage to shame.
Where are these things? Fan out and secure the area. No one gets in or out.
Oh yeah, that was Mako. Oh, cool. That's cool. She's gonna take over for us. We're gonna go ahead and leave and go after Benezia. We gotta go to peak 15. Noveria has, just like Pharos, has pretty distinct sections. Like this kind of mirrors the part in Pharos. Like after helping Zeus Hope, you hop in the Mako and go to the exogeny facility. We're hopping in the Mako and going to peak 15 and Rift Station and things like that. So, like I said, pretty linear. You can pretty much see. All we gotta do is drive around and get to this point, so. Should be something here. This stuff is easy to miss. We got our first set of enemies. Whoa. Oh, we're stuck. Are you kidding me? Look at this. We're stuck. I was like, why aren't I moving? What in the world? Mass Effect 1 is gonna Mass Effect 1. Not even a Legendary Edition can change that. I guess I'm just gonna have to reload my most recent save. It auto-saved at the beginning, so thank God for that. Oh, there we go. We exited. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, it's still stuck? What the f— Oh, man. I thought that would have fixed it for sure. But it's just, like, locked in its own plane of existence. Oh, what the heck? It teleported us off the cliff! What? Hats off to Mass Effect 1. It never ceases to surprise me. Jeez. Let's hope this doesn't happen again. I'm just gonna go in. Just drive past that problem area. And then we'll tank most of this damage. Gonna be plowing through these guys. Little cutscene for the armatures for some reason. Got that checkpoint, which is nice.
It's over now.
Oh, description too low. Darn. I gotta say, this valley is looking really nice with the updated graphics. Pretty much the exact same layout, though. She sent him flying, dude. His body's still going. That's awesome. And there it is. Peak 15, research facility. Gotta love that infinite range with no damage drop off. Something I never really put together was that, you know, they were talking about how it's a heavy snowstorm, so you see these like structures along the way. We're probably like on top of a road, but you know, with the heavy storm, like we're driving on top of like layers and layers of snow. Because I was always wondering what these things were. We made it to the facility. Let's go ahead and wipe these guys out. They're all inside. Funnily enough, this part right here was infamous for a bug. If you were running Mass Effect 1 on Origin and you had like a newer processor, like a newer computer, it would cause all figures, including yourself and your squad mates, to just become these black, blocky blobs, if that makes any sense. I'll try to find a picture and put it up, but yeah, and you had to like change the lighting and the settings. It would look worse, but you wouldn't look so messed up anymore. Oh, I just realized I'm in a hazard. My hazard level was getting up, but I expect and hope that they fixed it and we don't have to worry about that anymore. So let's go ahead and head in. Deal with these Geth. I want Liara on her assault rifle because that's what I have upgraded. Autosave. Yep. At this point we would be all messed up due to the bug, but we are looking good so far. Go on, that's gotta hurt him. That warp combo. Oh, what happened? Okay, good, it auto-saved. Man, I have no idea what deleted me so fast. All I saw were those two Krogan that were left, but I could have swore there was like a Geth Juggernaut that was supposed to be here, but I didn't see him. Maybe he showed up a little late. Oh, here he is. Yeah, that's the most powerful Geth enemy. Now we're just completely ignoring him. Go and take cover from him. Probably like ate a rocket like that. He like gets rid of half my health. Okay, I need to hit him with a warp. Nice, got him. Yeah, warp plus marksman or warp plus carnage is just so much damage. You know, I'm gonna adrenaline burst to get both those abilities back. Oh, he lowered right at the perfect second to dodge that carnage.
User alert. All Peak 15 facilities have suffered a great deal of damage. Biohazard materials present throughout facility. Virtual intelligence user interface offline.
We will need to get the reactors back.
Yep, so we gotta repair Peak 15, which is gonna give us access to Rift Station, I believe it's called, which is where Matriarch Benezia is. So, man, I'm missing out on all this good stuff. Kind of hurts, but I'm sure we'll be able to get some stuff, and we're already so high anyway. Get this.
Why are the turrets facing the wrong way?
Trying to keep people in, Liara. Cool. Yeah, we're still getting some 7s, so we're not hard 8s right now. But this elevator is going to lead us to Peak 15, and I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I feel like we're a little bit halfway, I would say, through Noveria. That first part in Port Hanshan takes a long time because of how much talking we have to do and exploring the right Paragon route. But we also were able to fight through the valley in the Mako, which is nice, and we've breached our way into Peak 15. So next episode, all we got to do is repair Peak 15, which really doesn't take that long. You just have to solve a puzzle, which I'm pretty good at, and then kill a bunch of enemies. But the real meat of next episode is going to be at Rift Station, of course. There's a lot of good Paragon opportunities there, and then of course we meet the Arachnite Queen and Matriarch Benezia. So I'm excited to finish off Noveria in the next episode, but for now, hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.